Pozitiv TV, we have here Fadi from Aly and Fila, the great trance duo, uplifting trance. So, after all these years, trance has evolved, but you've connected to your fans in a level that they trust you, that you won't change that much.
No, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, that's the sound we fell in love with since day one, and we wanted to keep it that way because it's what we love. We still, like, if you listen to our sets, you will hear a lot of different kind of trance that are not totally uplifting. So we have like other sides. Like, for example, we just started our new label, Clandestine, which is more like the techier, harder sounds of trance. And we have Excelsior label, which is more progressive. So it depends how long the set is. Like, for example, when I have an open to close set or a 3-hour set, I can showcase more the sound of Future Sound of Egypt in total, you know.
So, Future Sound of Egypt show itself showcases so many DJs. So you also put uplifting on another level in a way. So a lot of DJs have evolved over time because of you. So how would you comment on that?
Well, I think like we have taken a lot of like great artists on board with us on Future Sound of Egypt, and they gave us like the trust. They were like, we really love what you're doing. We want to see what we can do with our career with you. And I push them as much as we can, and they are really happy right now. Like, look at Fairy Tale, Dan Stone, and all these guys, Darren Porter, James Diamond, all these guys are booming right now. They are doing really good, and their sound is unbelievable. Like, I like to work with musicians, people who write their music, who produce their music. I don't want to work with people who works with some engineers and blah 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 and ghost producers. I don't like that.
Yeah.
And I try to, as soon as I know that someone is doing that, I try to get away with it. Yeah.
That's a good way to keep your quality up.
Exactly. I want to work with real musicians. That's what I care about.
Also, a question comes to my mind, trance scene to you. How do you see its past? So obviously you were supported by Armin van Buuren, he has done a lot through the scene, but how is it evolving now and where do you see it in the future?
Well, I think like we're living now such good time for trance music because I can see that it's growing everywhere, more and more now these days. A lot of people are now interested in trance, especially like big brands that never used to book trance DJs. They are now doing it. I can see a lot of festivals that didn't book trance DJs. They're booking them for main stage slots and stuff like that, which is a big switch. You didn't see that like in the last 3 years, and it's happening right now. And I really can see that the trance scene is on the rise. It was never dead because some people say trance is dead like a couple of years ago. I never seen that.
Trance is dead every 5 years.
To be honest, I've never seen that. It all depends on your brand and your music at the end of the day. That's it. And your followers.
Yeah.
That's it. If you do good music, you will have your followers. You will do good anyways. You will have the listeners you want to reach. Yeah.
Yeah, but a lot of comments are today that EDM is on one side, psytrance is on the other side, and I see actually you in the middle with uplifting trance that's sticking hard to the roots.
Yep. Yeah, that's what I want to do because I love this music, and I'm not saying that any other genre is bad or whatever, but I think uplifting trance, it's more about music, about melodies, about feelings, about something that not every music producer can do. Not every music producer can write a melody that can touch you and you can feel the goosebumps. You won't feel goosebumps with a kick and a bass line. No?
Yeah. That's kind of a primal state.
As a musician, that's what I feel. Yeah.
If I compare your music to, I would say rock or classical music, what would you choose?
Classical for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely classical, yeah.
Yeah, because of the melodies.
Exactly, and the chord progression and everything, it's more classical, yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of the progression and the future of classical music is definitely uplifting trance. Yeah.
Yes. Uplifting trance and trance has actually become kind of a movement.
Exactly, like the trance family thing, yeah.
Yeah, the trance family. Here in Slovenia, so we just played on Evolution Festival, and we're actually a small group, but you don't care. You come here for a small group of people, and then we saw Future Sound of Egypt, the party that was in Egypt with so many people.
Exactly.
It doesn't matter.
I agree. I don't care if I play for 10,000 people or 100 people. It doesn't matter the size of the club. At the end of the day, what I care about is the people in front of me. They come here for the music. The atmosphere is unbelievable. Like tonight, the crowd was beautiful. They were enjoying and like up for it, and they were loving it. And that's what I care about. To be honest, I prefer more those kind of gigs in small clubs. More intimate than if you have a festival with 10,000 people. I prefer this.
Yeah. A picture that was kind of catchy for me. 3 flags in the crowd,
Yeah.
connected obviously Croatian, Bosnian, Slovenian, and this kind of connection between nations. So we don't eliminate nations, but we put
Yes.
best things together. I wanted to ask you, so you're from Egypt, and that part of the world is kind of troubled now.
Yeah.
So how do you see your music as a healing also to what people are feeling over there? And
It is kind of healing for a lot of people who likes this kind of music. But at the same time, like the amount of problems we have in the region, I don't think that the music will be able to solve it for now.
But
It's really, really, really tough.
Yeah.
Tough problems.
But the music is expression of what you
At least,
feel.
yeah, it helps.
Yeah.
But it needs more than that, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, global trans family.
But I'm happy like when I see all over the world, like people like from different countries, like wherever, even if they have problems between the countries themselves, but in the party, under the trans family, everything is like they are all united. They're all coming to enjoy the music, and that's it. They don't care about the politics or any problems or anything. That's what I love about trance music, how it's uniting. And actually, it's not only trance; it's about the whole electronic dance music scene. You can see, like for example, like Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
When you see that amount of flags in front of you, that's ridiculous. It's unbelievable.
Goosebumps.
Yeah.
We had a fan question. In the progression of trance music, in the evolution of trance music, what's your favorite year?
That's a tough question, actually, because to be honest, every year was special in a way. I don't want to say that one year was a better one or anything, because I think people always just say that the classic sound or the older years were better. I cannot disagree with that, because yeah, the older years were amazing, but right now also it's amazing. I love it. I love the music I'm hearing right now. I love the artists, what they are doing, and I'm so happy with what we have right now in the scene. It's just different than the sound from before, but it doesn't mean that it's bad.
Yeah. That's the progression.
It's progression, and it's really good. I find it really good. I'm loving it. That's why I don't want to say 1999 was the best year, or 2000, or 2016. Every year was special on its own, but it progresses. That's it.
A couple of short ones. If your music is a color, which color would it be?
Red
Red. Passionate. If you
or black.
If you were in a party, in the crowd, and you were having the time of your life, which DJ is up there?
Well, honestly, it used to be a long time ago. It used to be Paul van Dyk.
Yeah.
I used to go crazy on Paul van Dyk. And recently, I was actually clubbing in Ibiza this summer. Since a long time I didn't do that. but this is my first time since a while that I was going just for clubbing. And it's not a trance DJ, Solomon. He blew my mind. He was amazing. I loved it. It's completely different than what we do, and maybe that's why I was like, wow, I was enjoying it so much.
DJs do club from time to time.
Yeah. It's been ages since I was going for just clubbing, but Solomon was beautiful.
And which venue would it be? So where would it be?
Well, actually, the party with Solomon was in Ushuaia in Ibiza.
It's a great venue.
It's a beautiful venue actually, and it's open air. The weather was beautiful. It wasn't hot. It was amazing. And yeah, you can get better than that, to be honest. There are a lot of great venues in the world, but I'm talking about my experience that I had this summer. It was in Ushuaia with Solomon. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
I wish I can repeat it again. Really.
I want to ask about the best crowd, best this, best that, because it's a tricky question.
It's not tricky, but I always said, like, for example, like best crowd for me is Argentina.
Yeah, passionate also.
So passionate, and also the Egyptian crowd. The Egyptian crowd are so crazy, man. You have to come to Egypt and check it out.
So, travel agency,
Yeah.
Aly and Fila.
It's not that far. It's not that far. Come to Egypt.
So, that's mostly it. Thank you very much for Pozitiv.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for coming from Croatia for tonight, and
Thank you.
I'm happy that you enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.